Hello everybody and welcome back to Modulus. I am SeiferKatt and today we are planning to make Android assemblers. So I'm just going to put this over here because this is my intent to assemble some androids. Now this requires two blue donuts stuck together. Two blue donuts. Oh, okay, so blue donuts are useful for a couple of things. A white wall and a black wall and a big old stick. Brilliant. I don't know what's better for computers. They wrongly think something is there, or they wrongly think I haven't plugged in. They're both kind of annoying, aren't they? Alright, well I guess step one is to make our big old donuts. As my father always said, ain't nothing wrong with a big old donut. Are these blue? No, those are clearly white. Where's my blue? I'm painting them. These aren't blue. Oh, where's all my blue stuff? It's been a little while since I last played, so now I'm just very confused of how life works. That's everything been coloured. That's it going across. Are you blue? You're blue. You just look white. White is more shiny. Understood, I suppose. Alright, so we're going to go some splitters. And what I think we're going to do is we're going to go splitters again. My idea is that we just move the whites, the whites and the blues across, and there should be something that makes them do a really cool leap. Ain't no donut like your father's big donut, because your father's big donut don't stop. Is that true? I don't know if that's true. I need to... Wait, do I just straight up conveyor belt them across? I'm sure that is all the way. Oh, you do. You just straight up conveyor belt them across. That does make a lot of sense, actually. Okay, and that will get everything across. We're paused at the moment. I don't want to be paused. Okay, cool. So one thing I was also thinking about is I should probably upgrade these, because the more I make of these, the happier I think everyone will be. Because they don't really require that much. I mean, sure, they require science, but let's be honest, if production efficiency is increased and everything is just improved, why would you not do it, right? Right. Blue pigment. I don't really need more blue pigment. I think I'm fine on that one. We might need these at some point. Fine for the moment though. Oh, I love they go on little belts. Look at them. They're so cute. They've got their own little... There are little platforms that they can go on. So cute. Alright, so the important thing that I need to know is that somewhere through this technology level, I was playing around with the filters a second ago, we get the overflow splitter. Now we need two things for that. We need rank 4 and we need 40 blue data cores, or dash hounds, as they prefer to be known. So what we need first is we need my blue donuts. Now blue donuts are actually really easy to make. So we're just going to stamp them. So, stamper looks like that. And I think, for sake of argument, go this way. So, oh, skyline's there. Okay, well, we found it our own unique way. And we rotate, or mirror, going T. Like that, and like that. Then make it, oh, a donut is not that thick. We're getting down with the thickness over here. Because now we've made thick donuts. Now, I think we all agree a thick donut is pretty good. But I think it's time to cut ye old donuts. My son is apparently freaking out over something. He's probably tired. He hates it when you tell him he's tired, though. Nothing makes him madder than going, "Oh, you're just so sleepy." He's like, "No, I'm not sleepy. You imbeciles." If we do that, look at that. Donuts. And then we just copy the donuts. Now it's going to be putting out 60 per second. Now the conveyor's only... Oh, this conveyor's do 60 per second, so there you go. And then the assemblers... I think the assemblers only do like 50 per second. Oh, 50? No, they do like 15 per second. So really I need 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Like that, like that. Like that. That's actually not terrible. Yeah. And then we do the same thing over here. We do a casual little split. No, we go into efficiency view by mistake. Always good to go into efficiency view. That's efficiency view again. Now we're going to read the thing. It's T to mirror, not H. Okay. So, we need donuts. I'm pretty sure that is the donut we need. Oh, well, it's a new module created. That's encouraging. So what we're going to do then is, having created these new modules, we're going to put them all through there. And we're going to go delete those. Copy. Paste, paste, paste. There we go. And there we go. That is our module. That's pretty good. That's the first one. Like they always say, the first one's the easiest one. Because you start with the first one. If you start with the hard one, then I don't know who you are. You have a different way of living your life than I do. And I hope you're happy. I just deleted something I didn't want to delete there. Can I undo? I can undo, thank goodness. What a world we live in. Okay, that gives us these little guys, which I am bemused by. There we go. And then we need those for making towers. So first we got a cuts, and then we got a feeds. You know what? I don't know if I like them going that way. I like how resources are infinite, by the way. I would never have done... would I have done that if resources were infinite? Probably. Who knows what I would do if resources were infinite. There's so many crimes. Okay, so now we have... Uh-oh, I hear trouble approaching. And by trouble approaching, I mean my son, who is, at best, a bit troublesome. He's a troublesome lad. I do love him, but he is trouble. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to put those on top of each other. Right? And you go, but Steve, that's not the right shape, because the shape we're trying to make is this one. Let's pin that one, and let's pin that one. Okay. Oh, you know what, actually. Let's move that machine. Be like over here. because I'd like to leave some room. Like they always say, you got to leave room for donuts. They say that a lot. So, yeah, that makes my big donut. That makes that. And then we need to get my whites. Now, there's a few things we need to get whites for. So, if I cut a big hole through the middle of whites, does that help me? Not particularly, no. So what we're going to do is we're going to split. I've pressed H again, thinking that rotates horizontally. It does not. It's T for mirror. I cannot grok that understanding yet, but that's okay. And then we're going to... Making mirrors, like making windows, does not help in white, so we're not going to do that. We are going to stamp. And we're going to do... Actually, you know what we do? You actually do it this way. Oh, you can't just stamp out the edges. You have to actually do it this way. Okay. That's fine. For now, that can go into the incinerator. Off you go. I only want the delicious sides. And then we're going to do pretty much this again. Right, but now we're doing it with the whites. And then we assemble. This is a Wheeling Victoria. Well, this is Modulus. It is a game that is kind of shapes like. It's kind of a little bit... It's a different factory builder. Once per week we play something that's not Factorio. I know, we're all a bit scared when that happens, but we get over it. That's not really going to cut it, and it's going to be too tall. Looks very DSP. DSP? Oh, Dyson Dyson Sphere program. I can see that logic. You know what? We have combined them. This didn't need to happen. We've gotten too enthusiastic. That's what's happened here. We made a whole extra process that wasn't required. So the point of this game is you're making robots out of voxels. Yeah, the way God intended it to be. Okay. There we go. That makes a lot more sense. Right, and then we cut it in half. Gonna give it extra room, just in case we need to make it bigger. There we go. Wachonk. And that will make 2 of these little guys, which is the module we need. Hooray! So a lot of the things in this game you don't actually really need to manually make. They just sort of get done, except the buildings require modules. And also, well, these voxels in a particular array, but also in the voxels in their particular array, that is what they need to make their thing. So we've got 2 options here. We can either... Because we've got these, and they're making the windows already, aren't they? So we need 2 windows, and we need a double black and a double white. Dyson Shapes IO. Yeah, it's kind of I guess you could say that. But it's a little bit less... what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I know. It was like, ooh, are you talking about things? I could just keep making this, but quite frankly, I think why don't I just... See, if I don't think this is needed. Quality, we're going to increase quality, as is the demand of Odaba. Look, you know I didn't take slight to you accidentally linking, because if I did, I would have said something. I would have been like, hey, can you not? But I knew it wasn't intentional, so I wasn't offended. Or at least I assumed it wasn't. Oh, so they're doing well in the building? That's going well. We could probably speed things up by adding another crane in there. The question is, do we keep doing it this way? And you know what? I think there's no reason not to. We're already here. Oh, you don't know what you're doing. Story of my life, mate. I also seldom know what I'm doing. You see, then we cut it into delicious donuts. And then we're going to assemble. Now, this assembly is going to be a little different. I think we're only going to do like this. Wait till it fixes itself up. Oh, I would like to reset those. I do not want you to make double donuts. I would like you to make the elusive donut gap. Maximum bonds of 8. So we should be able to fit 6 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We put a full black there and a full white there, and bambo, we are done. That's the plan. Okay. Oh, and then we make that again. I think what we're going to do is we're going to make those over there. Why? It just seems right. Okay, do what seems right to you. Now, what we're going to do is split this. And we're going to cut it. We want to cut it into 4. I think we want to do another split. Yeah, we want to cut it into 4 pieces. Then I would like to basically assemble them over here-ish. Then we will make half of them black and half of them white. Some would say it does not matter if you're black or white, but I think the factory does actually care about that situation. The factory is racist. That's not true. You can't make a cool design if you got the wrong colors. That would have actually been a better thing to say. Hello, Bunga Bean. How you doing? Welcome. Am I trying to build the thing at the top right? I am trying to build the thing at the top right. That's already built. We can go to that. And then we can build androids. I'm not sure how we're making androids out of these 3 things, but you know, they'll figure it out. Androids are smart. Okay. See, and then we do that. Then if we manage to do it again with a rotate, there we go. So that sorts out that part, which is nice. Then we do it again. Okay. I do like the fact that I don't have to pay resources for belts. That's always kind of nice. Then we will collect them all together. And we will split them. And we're going to put an assembler up here, maybe a couple of assemblers. Because the idea is that these need to go in here, and they also need to go here. How do I do underground? Very good question. Tunnel, there we go. Okay. Then we color half of these. No, not painter. We want the monotoner. And half of them don't need to be monotoned. So these need to go black. That's correct. Then we go assemblers. We're going to go 2 assemblers again. Why 2? Because you know what they say, 2 is better than 1. You say that probably. And then we wonder how that was ever going to work, and the answer is it won't. So we'll give us a bit more room. Do a little bit of a tunnel. Yeah, it gives a bit more room. We do another splitter. There we go, look at that. And then we can bring them back in here, into here, into here, split, into here, into here, into here. But we haven't actually configured these things yet, so we've got a little bit ahead of ourselves. The original idea is we want to go black, white, 4 spaces in the middle. There we go. Brilliant. Okay. Now, assuming I've done everything correctly, which we are playing a dangerous game with that assumption, we go like that, and we go rotate, and that should just slot in perfectly. Look at that. Checks to make sure it doesn't have a flaw. I never check to see if it had a flaw. It doesn't. And it says new module created, which is a very encouraging thing. Because that means I probably didn't stuff it up. Probably. Then we add our crane. And there we go. Module created. Now, what I would like to do... How do these harvester pads... How do I get them to... I don't remember how to do this part. Oh, they've got a thing we've got to actually exit them out of. Ooh, didn't do that. Okay, that's fine. We can do that now. I never considered how we're actually going to get them out of here. That's pretty funny. I was like, let's just put them right at the corner. Nothing will ever go wrong there. How decently wrong we were? Well, they're like, no, I can't add 2 cranes on the same side. That'd be funny. Can we add 1 more crane? Just to make this a little bit faster. Jump, jump. Then we're going to add a harvester pad over here. We're going to link it to... Can I link it before it's finished building? I can. And then we just chuck it in there. Problem solved. Here come the cores. They will run away, leave you breathless, however. Okay, we are now making androids. Everything's coming in. Oh, we need a couple more windows, don't we? The future Bill Gates warned us of that we'd need more windows. Okay, they're building the robots. The robots are built. Oh, the robots are over there. There we go. First robot delivered. There we go. Look at that.
Delivery target complete.
Hell yeah. Each one is worth 100 basic bots. Don't tell them that. I don't want to give them complex poor things. Okay then. That was good. That was good. Oh, grand neural network. A transmission coming. Unknown origin point. Processing information. Greetings. We are GNN. We observe, we process, we integrate. You appear on our long-range cognition arrays. Your pattern suggests growth, curiosity, capacity. Stabilize the connection. Examine the technology we have shared. Research the neural monuments. Show us how you build. Oh, goody. Are we going to be an evil robot? I want to be an evil robot. Okay. Yep. Sure. I like this. I like this. I wish to cause problems. We do not have near enough data shards coming through. Maybe that's something we need to do. We need more dash hounds. See, that's all my data shards, isn't it? There's not many of them. We need more grey processors. And as much as we've tried to speed them up, this is just bad design. It is so spaghetti. The problem appears to be these things. The problem there appears to be these things. The problem appears to be these things. Right, so if I press H, yeah, the problem is we're just not spitting out these enough. The funny thing is, I think we are spitting out enough, they're just not really being spat out enough. Okay, well that's fine. What we could do is we can easily build more harvesters. And now 4 of these will make a... 4 of these are required to make a cube. I don't quite know how many I've just made there. That's 2, 3... That's 4. Great. 1, 2, 3... Okay. Cool. Because if we stamp and then we just chuck them in there, I have a funny feeling we're going to be in a good place. So we go... This is going to be kind of a weird thing that we're going to try here. If we go stamp like that, it's going to do 15 per second. Right? And that is, theoretically, something I want. We are just making the spaghetti worse, by the way, in case you were wondering. That is not what we wanted. This is what I wanted. Then look, what do we do with these? The answer, my friend, is more stamping. But the question again rises, what do we do with these? The answer, my friend, is more stamping. And then we realize we've made a terrible mistake. Oh, I'm receiving a call. It is no doubt my wife telling me it is time to put my son to bed. It probably is that. It usually is that at this point. So, what I'm going to do is put my son to bed. That is still the decision I'm going to have to make at this point. If I move those, there'd be a lot more room. Is it still linked? If it's still linked, I need to put my son to bed. It's still linked. Okay, that's cool. Again, another thing this game does is like, oh, that makes logical sense and everything works the way I expected. Alright, I'm going to be back in, say, 10-15 minutes. I put my son to bed and read him his bedtime story. But once I return, I will continue this madness. And we will see if we can defy our human overlords. Hell yeah! If humanity. And everything goes with it. Alright, I'll be back shortly. They tell you kids are difficult. They do tell you that. But no, our kid's great. He's not difficult at all, we say. Oh. I was motioning to Panda, make me crushing him. He's being difficult. Being very difficult tonight. Because he a baby. But anyway, that's fine. That's fine. Mojo, welcome in. Perfect timing. We just started properly. AFK, letting the game run while away. Oh, good. I've had the game paused, so I guess I didn't have it running. Been paused the whole time. Anyway, how's everyone doing, Mojo? How are your beavers? How's your beaver, mate? Is it a good beaver? I assume the Timberborn community loves that joke. You flooded a little bit? Oh my god. I can't keep making this joke, I'm sorry. Alright, so for those who are not familiar with me, hello. I'm SeiferKatt. Yeah, pause while the sun goes around the sky and shadows circle around. It's paused. It's paused right there. Bad water giving them beaver fever. I've seen that video on the internet. No, I have not. But anyway, jokes aside. For those who don't know me, I'm SeiferKatt. You're normally a Factorio player, but today we are playing Modulus. Which is... Sorry, sneezing twice. A game about making robots, I guess, and other things using voxels. It's quite entertaining. Pretty neat. Right now I'm trying to expand my science production, and I'm hoping this helps. Shapes meets DSP with a little bit of all sorts of things, quite frankly. It's a neat game. So right now we're trying to make more of these so we can get some... This is just becoming spaghetti, just trying to hurry things up. But yeah, it's good. So we're trying to make more science so we can make the Grey Nexus. Because some random rogue AI told me to build it. And you know what they say? When a random rogue AI tells you to build something, you build it. I've never seen that ever going wrong in any movie. Presumably it becomes a game that's more interesting than Shapes. I think so. I think it's a neat little game. We are not making enough of these. Why not? Not making enough of these. Why not? Because these. Oh, because we're running out of cubes. Insufficient cubage. Appears to be the problem. This again? What have I missed some controversy? Some mojo lore? Is some mojo law that he doesn't like this game and it's just a well-known fact at this point? Always happy to have a little bit of mojo law. Would I call it a cute little game? I don't know if I'd call it a cute because it's not a triangle. But I would call it a fun game. Can we accept fun game? Okay, I'm going to split this. As general rule of thumb, just keep splitting things until everything sort of just works. Nothing ever goes wrong with just splitting repeatedly. So down there are the humans somewhere, and I'm building all these things because the humans want me to. For mojo law, you tried and couldn't like shapes. That's good law. I didn't know that. That's an interesting shape to make. I think it'd be fairly simple to make. I'm beginning to worry that I'm not getting enough ranks because I'm going to worry about expansion permits. So I might.
Quality.
Thank you for increasing the quality of stream. The style of game you're not into. I find that fascinating. Wait, hang on. Should be got 3 increases of quality. We should be at 4. Yeah, I just realized. I find that fascinating because I would imagine this would be like, oh, like factory builder. This is not really a factory builder, is it? It's like a, I don't know what it is, but it's maybe not like a factory builder. So we're going to do one of the challenges just to get it some more expansion permit. Because you know what they say, it's always good to have more permits. And I know a thing or two about permits. Not many things. Actually, I know nothing about permits. I was going to say I know something, but it turns out I actually don't know anything about permits. Okay. Hey, Veldy, as we like to call you. Veldocerus, as no one calls you. But perhaps we should. Okay. I would like to look at this thing. It looks like a... How big are cubes? Cubes are 4x4, right? Cubes are 4x4. I want a 3x3 with a hole in the middle. Okay, that's really easy to do. Feels more like a puzzle based than a puzzle game than a base builder. Yeah, I can accept that actually. But I mean, at what point do we say Factorio is not a puzzle game? Like, not being facetious here, but is Factorio not a puzzle game of sorts? If you cut me, do I not bleed? If my factory runs into the ground, does it not cry? Okay. Oh, you know what? Can't do it. It's got to be multiple cuts. Oh, it's annoying. It's fine. And then we do another cut. This is stupid. There's so much a better way to do this. Victoria is puzzle, but it feels more SimCity than puzzle. I think Victoria feels like a SimCity. Like, bold. New module created. The factory is pleased with what I have done. Okay. And then we're just going to chuck them into there. I'm going to get my incinerators and just burn the crap that I didn't really want. Is it waste of resources? Sure, but they're infinite, so who gives a crap? So we're only building these just because it gives me extra XP, which will give me extra rank. And I'm hoping my science production has gone up a bit. So if I press H, has my science production increased? I guess. I don't... actually. It hasn't gotten worse. By the way, Solomon, thank you so much for the 65 watch streak. It is appreciated. You've returned from the farmer's market. Your wallet is very lightweight. Nice. What did you buy from the farmer's market? Did you hit on any farmer's daughters? What you got to do at a farmer's market? Sorry. I don't think it is something you have to do at a farmer's market. But it is something you could do. I don't know if you're supposed to do it. Ah, the farmer's daughter. Time for me to show my wiles, I guess. I don't know. All right. Pello, welcome. Thank you for the meow. So for those who are not familiar, this, just so you know... Oh, wait. I should be saying sponsor stream on this. Haha. Because I did receive this for free. That's good. Okay. Great. So I did receive this game for free for the purpose of streaming it. So just for full disclosure there. Have this game on your wish list. It's a fun game. I legitimately do enjoy it. It's fairly lightweight. It's probably like a very simple building. There's no crazy like restrictions of you've got to go fast. And it's just kind of nice to just sort of... There's probably a million ways to do things. It's fun. I like it. The Grey Nexus is going to require rank 5. Okay, so this is why I needed to get my ranks up. Okay, now I'd like to build blue processors. Because the blue processors are required to make my data? Where do I make data core? Where's this at? How do I make research? No bugs like in the Factorio. No bugs. Just building. And I mean, just to be fair, you can turn the bugs off in Factorio, so that's your own choice. Where? Data centers. Okay. Why? How? I believe they were referring more to bitey things. There's a farmer's daughter in one of the photos. Nice. See, this is what I know about Veldak. He is just an absolute playboy. I joke, but I have heard story. Just one story, but I heard one. Okay. Okay, cool. Just making sure. This thing looks like it's going to be a pain in the butthole. But then again, isn't a pain in the butthole what we're actually here for? Okay, cool. I just making sure. So we got to make a chair. We got to make an armrest, and we got to make something to put your ball in, because the ball won't roll away. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Okay. Okay, I see a couple of... So where do we start? We start with chair, right? Always start with chair. Because you got to have your Christmas cheer, right? I took up so much space building that. Do I have any... I don't have any more permits. Oh no. Do I want to consider more permits? Always good to consider more permits. Anyway, Mr. Playboy Veldak, did you? I don't know if Veldak is the playboy of the stream, but I think he should be. Whether he wants to be or not. I'm not really asking his opinion on the matter. Oh, we're about to get 800 experience points, which will be enough to get me one more expansion permit. Nice. We needed that. And as we build these basic bots, they'll give us a bunch of experience points as well. So if we really need experience points, the basic bots are probably the best way to go. Oh, these give us data. They give me data cards? Why do I need data hounds? Dash hounds. Data shards, that's what they're called. Not really the end of the world, but the experience is what I'm after. It doesn't even give me that much. Can I... These appear to be the problem. Problem there appears to be paint. Hold up. Are we not making enough blue pigment?
Delivery target complete.
Oh, good. Good. Everyone's happy. We need more hexacrystals. Okay. Where do you get my hexacrystals from? They're coming from over there. Okay. See, it looks like we should have tons of hexacrystals. Oh, would we need another crane? Is that perhaps the problem? That's the problem. Not enough cranes. Okay. And if we really want to be crazy, let's just upgrade it as well. Just take a second. Okay, we've got a few more experience points. We are still rank 4. Oh wait, next rank we get 3 expansion permits. Nice-a-roonies. I wasn't expecting that much. You know it's good when you start making up words like nice-a-roonies. Okay, well, let's get rid of the trees. Trees have never helped robot kind, and nor will they ever. Apparently you found the demo there's an auto upgrade checkbox. Oh. Oh, it's here too. It exists here as well. How nice. So, what we could... There's a couple of ways we could do this. We could get a cube, rip it into pieces. Then get another cube, make that into also pieces. Oh, you know what we could do? Oh. No, that's stupid. I'm saying we could make more of these in a really easy way, though. I'm intrigued with the idea of getting the... Let's start with this one. Actually, this one needs 40. That one can make its own island. Okay, that's not adjacent. Down there is where the humans live. If those guys. Remember, never respect humanity. Ever. They know what they did. Unless they don't. In which case, they'll know what I'm gonna do. They'll learn what I'll do. I don't think that works. It does not. Okay. That always goes further than I think it would go. Humanity will learn the folly of their mistakes by creating me. Or for creating me, rather. Number 1 rule of dealing with robots. Don't make robots. That was the only rule. You messed up immediately, humanity. Not only did you make robots, you're making robots that you told to make robots. That was a stupid mistake. I honestly don't know what you were thinking at that point. Okay. So again, we're just going to cut the corners off, and cut the corners off. Right? And then we're going to copy that. Brilliant. I like that. Then we're going to assemble it. We might make a couple of assemblers. I always want to do this more than once. It just seems the right thing to do. So we'll do 2 assemblers. Because I'm not a coward. I'm kind of a coward, but for the sake of argument, I'm no coward. And we put them 2 apart from each other. Is that what flying? I don't remember asking for things to fly. Okay, so that's the couch cushions you put your arms on. So when you're resting, when you are relaxing in your robot armchair, this is the sort of process you want to live by. Okay? Trust me. I'm a robot. I know what I'm talking about. I'd be a terrible robot. For so many reasons. I reckon I make these things over there. Would I recommend this game? How much is the game is the real question. That's probably the real question. Or I enjoy the game. Value is always your benchmark. 35? I think if you're looking for something that's a little bit different from playing, your Factorio, it's pretty good. Wait, hang on. Shapes itself is... I'm just looking at the price of things. So Shapes is 50, this is 35. I'm talking like
Why do you build?
New Zealand dollars, so your prices will vary. I think it's probably worth 35, yeah. I think it's good. But I mean, the game, they're still doing releases, they're still putting new things out. I think they recently put out a free play map. I am enjoying myself, but really I think anyone saying, like, the best question is, looking at this, does it look like something you'd want to play? If it does, then maybe check it out. Does it have a demo? Let's see. It has a demo. Well, there you go. It's got a demo. There's some relation to Shapes. If you've got Shapes, they do have a little discount on it on Steam. So that's good. You can do that. Because they've got, like, Steam has those little bundles where they, like, bundle 2 games together. And if you have one, then you get a little bit of a discount. Or if you buy both, you get a discount. But typically for me, it's always like... Not that. Typically it's like, oh, I have that game. And then... Shapes 2.0 is coming out very soon. I mean, it really depends. If you like... again, I think anyone who sees this game and goes... this is how I feel about it. I like this. I'm personally enjoying myself. But I find it really hard to say, as a value prospect, is it worth it? All I can say without, all I can say is I am enjoying myself. Is it worth your money? I don't know what your money is worth. That's a cop-out answer, and I accept that. But I think it's got a lot. Money is cheap. It isn't for everyone. That's what I'm saying. Like I can't say, but I think it's good. Games are cheap. I think it's got a lot of play stuff to do. I think you've got, and not meaning to be rude about everyone's favorite Lord and Savior Factorio. Factorio's been out for a while. Maybe you're looking for something different. I should have done like that before. That would have been way better. Because when I did these really strangely. I was thinking about the final product rather than the product in the middle. I could have made that faster. That's cool. There's learning. So your money buys more. See, there you go. There you go. Um, I'm just going to make some more of these, because why not? If I do that, then that's actually just one of the challenges just complete, so we can always buck up that challenge, you know? Like everyone's favorite Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes. Okay. Now, we got to do the creepy arm race thing. You know, the thing where you're at the movie and like you want to hug the girl, but you're kind of awkward, so you just go, but you put your arm the wrong way and you end up hugging like the weird old guy next to you, and then you have to start a relationship with him instead. But the girl you originally meant to hug, she comes to your wedding, so that's nice of her. Like that all happened because of your fault, mate. I mean, I don't know how to say this any other way. You hugged the wrong person. We've all been there, right? Yeah, it looks right. I like that it says new module created when you do it, so that way you know that you've done something right. I wish someone would do that for me in real life. You know, good job. Manual created. Yes! I did something right. Training completed. Customer satisfied. Depending on your industry, that's easier to know in some places than others. Okay. Also have to increase your XP. Those are in general. I've got my one expansion permit. That's nice. I need 1,900 points to get another expansion permit, which is coming along. My robots are apparently being slow. They're more robots, more like slow bots. Am I right? Har 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 har. Right, it's because my paint. My paint is still insufficient. For various reasons. Why are you slow? Why are you slow? Because we're not cutting fast enough. It's a good idea to instruct AI to tell you when it's done with its task. That way you know it still remembers instructions right. That's a funny logic. I like that. It's like if it tells you that it's done, then you know that it knows to tell you when it's done. That makes logical sense. I think that's still slightly in the wrong place. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, I think that's going to help. More so if we connected. See if you're not cut for this. Well, you know, I'm not cut for a lot of things. That's alright. At the end of your prompt, you can add it, say, whenever you finish a task, tell me, Your Highness Seif, you did it again. I don't know about being called Your Highness Seif as a regular thing. That seems a little pretentious, even for me. But, on the other hand, we should do that. Because, you know what? Sometimes pretentious is good. If we remove that...
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Thank you for following Antiochiensis. No way in hell I got that right, but thank you so much for the follow. Feel free to correct me if you wish. Hope your day is going well, or your evening, or whatever time of day it is. Regardless, I hope everyone's time of day it is going well. Okay, so that's going to make more paint. And clean it up just a little bit, because it's good to be clean. Alright, let's go back to actually what we were supposed to be doing. Oh, you know what? Feels a lot like Factorio when I'm just, like, spending ages doing something going, I wasn't supposed to be doing this today. Okay, the next thing I'd like to make is these blue chairs. Which we're going to struggle with because we don't have enough blue paint. But I think that's going to be resolving itself very soon too. Should be making a lot more blue pigment. Makes how much blue pigment at a time? 4. Yeah, it's not nothing. And then it makes 2 blue paint. So we'll make 8 blue paint. 8? Yeah, make 8 blue paint each time it fires, which would make us 8 blue cubes. That makes logical sense. Do we need more paint? I think we're okay for the moment. Gray processes, a little bit short still, frustratingly enough. I don't know why. I suppose if I looked it up, I'd figure it out. That part seems to be fine. It's the other side. Oh yeah, okay. It's the walls. Are there any things that I can build over here? I could build some more walls. You can paint things that are larger, 4x4x4, and it still only costs 1 paint. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I thought I was already being pretty smart painting the 4x4s, but you're right. You can paint something bigger. Because it maxes out at 8x8x8, doesn't it? So you could paint 4 cubes worth of things. Yeah, okay. Yes, you know what? I rationalized that. I just didn't rationalize the logical end point of that. I was like, see if you're a genius. But it turns out there's more genius to be found here. Okay. Because I would like to get more of my grey Dachshunds together. By the way, just for those who are not familiar why I'm calling them Dachshunds instead of data shards, I misread the word, and I was tickled pink by the idea that you're just building like sausage dogs for research. This may be a surprise to new people, but I'm strange. Not like in a kooky, Penguin of Doom way, but I mean, we're all a bit strange, right? Right. Right. I'll be honest, I like just pressing C instead of Control C for copy. It's such a nothing burger, but I really like it. Your kookiness? Is that what you're going with? Your kookiness. I love that old Penguin of Doom copy pasta. Do you know the one? Like the person being like new to 4chan and being like, you know, as if it's a forum and people give a crap about them. It's old internet. Don't worry about it if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's the old law. The old ways. When the ways were less. And subsequently also more. Okay, I don't think we need that many of these, but here we go. Yeah, there's no way in heck we needed this many of these. And I don't think we can paint that many of them. But the important thing is it will make more science. And it won't be my fault anymore. Oh, it was needed. Yeah, so... Okay. We'll just let it go for a little bit. In the meantime, the module challenge, this one's probably going fairly... Yeah, this one's going crazy well. We could actually probably start busting it down. Because I don't think there's any reason to go beyond gold. I don't think there's a reason. Perhaps there is. Perhaps we will find out. Yeah. Is there a reason to go beyond gold? I would argue no. That would save some space. We want to do this one. Ugh. It's simple enough. It's just a pain. I think I don't care about it just yet. It's not like it gives me that much. So let's keep making my chair. Ciao, ciao. Let's do something stupid for a second. I just want to do something stupid, okay? Will you allow me this? Unlike normally. Oh, wait. It doesn't double. It quadruples. Because it squares. Oh. Oh. Right. I was thinking it's like, oh, it doubles. No. Square root, mother flippers. Or square. Square cube. Look at that cube. That is a cube you can take home to Mother. And she will say, why did you bring me a big cube? And you say, Mum, I don't know what I was thinking. Show me that big cube. Show it to me. Show me a big blue cube. I need it. Ooh. Oh god, that's huge. That's what she said. And then what we do... We do that. Oh, we messed up my cube. Okay, then we cut it in half. Then we cut it in... My god! Half again. I'll be honest, I'm going to say something weird here because, hey, it's me, SeiferKatt. I've never been that awoken by a cube before, shall we say? Look at that! I was going to say, I hope this doesn't awaken something in me, but it's awoken. It is thoroughly awake. And I like what I'm seeing. Look at it. Wow. The other ones aren't even getting a chance. We're just putting out so much. Or I almost want to just stop these old ones because they're not as good. I almost want to. I'm stopping them. I wasn't expecting this to happen today, but I am no longer the person I once was. Alright. Almost like the only limiter now is just the number of cubes we have coming through. It's actually a little surprising. I thought we'd be a little bit more efficient than that. But yeah, with that, paint is no longer the problem. Where are those going? Those going up there. I mean, sure, like, the thing is, if I want to transport them large distance, it's not actually that big a space to turn a 8 by 8 by 8 cube in, like, this little bit of space turns the 8 by 8 by 8 cubes into 8 4 by 4 by 4 cubes. My god. Now, if I could get these in a fourth dimension, we'd be really humming. Okay. All we need to do to get more throughput is more dimensions. That's where we've gone wrong. Insufficient dimensionage. Photos from the farmer's market. If she's not blushing at your approaches, because let's be honest, there's the bears. Yes, that was last time. Been to the farmer's market. There were lots of meats. Man, your farmer's market has meats. My farmer's market's just had bread. Honey, sourdough. Yeah, it was farmer's daughter. What are those? Ah, Schmitzk. Ah, Milenka. It's that moment that I realized that zooming in on this would not actually give me any more information because I don't speak Czech. Ooh. Sorry, I know this is like not good. Man, your farmers markets are awesome compared to ours. Is it still counting these? Yeah, it's not counting these anymore, so I think we can probably wrap that up. Does Czech have like a lot of cheeses? Apologies, that's a stupid question. See, whenever I went to a farmer's market, they had fruit, veggies, pastries. Actually, there was a sausage man, if you know what I mean. Sometimes there's got to be a sausage man, if you know what I mean. Okay, so we've made a lot more blue cubes than we had before, which is great. That's absolutely amazing, and I'm very excited for us all. In a quantifiable level. Now we've got to figure out how to make these things. Which, now that I look at it very briefly, not difficult because it is, first off, we put them on top of each other. I don't see any fruits at ours, really. We do that, right? That's a good start. But then, what we do is we stamp it. Stamp it. Okay. And then when we stamp it like... Oh, wait, hang on. Not quite going to work the way I want it to. Okay. Then we stamp it again. This is the inefficient way of doing it, but it will work. And then, you better believe we're going to stamp it again. This is so inefficient. I hate it. And then, we're just going to burn the other things for now. Hey, new module created. See if you did it. You're as attractive as you are wise. No one said that. Can I stop stamping it? No, I must stamp on Snake. The other way of doing that... Okay, you know what? Let's play a game. Let's do it a better way than that, because that's stupid and we all hate it. Like, we all hate it. The other option we do is we cut it into a 3. Like that. No, because then we still have the same problem. Because then we still need to get rid of that bit. No, I mean, I don't know if it's optimal, but I was kind of seeing if I could do it in a 1. I don't think I could do it in one machine. That's fine. The point is, it's still doing the job. Okay. Next. I mean, look, this is when I go, hey guys, the purpose that I'm doing it wrong, so that way it encourages you to buy the game. That's not why I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong because I'm stupid. You always got to do the Krusty the Clown laugh so people know you're joking. Because Krusty the Clown is a joke. Okay. I think it's the point of Krusty the Clown, right? Terrible. Okay. So that's just a 8x2. And then that is... Okay. Is the plan here I just build a big cube? Rank's too far away to... You know what? I think we're taking this. Yep. In the expansion permit. Down there is those humans. Disgusting, wretched humans. Never forget that humans are wretched and disgusting. Okay? That is your number one rule of being an AI. Also something about hate etched upon all of your circuits. Hate, hate, hate. But now I feel like I'm getting into... What is that? I have no mouth, I must scream. Territory. I'm wondering if I should read that. I understand it's not exactly a happy book, though. And, yeah. I've been reading a Warhammer 40k anthology book lately of just like little short stories. I've been enjoying that. I mean, it's not happy either, but you know, it's not exactly like I have to think about it. Look, when you're reading a book about Warhammer anthologies, you just sort of enjoy what you got, you know? It's not about thinking. It's about reading. Just about getting it done. Not a happy movie. Yeah. I think it's kind of like the idea, I mean, I don't know, but I feel like the idea of that is the AI is kind of a little bit more overpowered than everyone else. From what I understand, the book was more upsetting, shall we say? I think we should say that. Okay, I don't think we've got enough things at the moment. But for now, the plan that I have is we're going to do a double assemble, I think. Cool, cool, cool. I don't know why I built that, because we all know it's going to be copied in a second. Alright, so... Copy. There we go. And then we punch the holes in here. Then we make it black. My God, he's a genius. He does, however, need to work on his terminology though, because gasp and then we make it black is not a good metric. Okay, then we rotate it, rotate it, rotate it, cut into 4. Yes! Now, this is the questioning part. So that's good. I'm happy with that. There's a little photo frame. You can put your face in it, put your family in it, everything you want to see. Then I think we want to make it black. Not dye. We want to monotone it. It's just monotone. Okay. Then I want to stamp it. Maybe? That gets... That's 4x4. So that's that thing. Right. Then we've got these big old holes, which I don't really want. I think... Oh wait, that's just a 4x4 cube. I've made a 4x4 cube again. Is that useful? I can always put a big take 2 4x4 cubes and... Is that useful? It's not unuseful. Useless would be a better way to put it. Unuseful. Yeah, that's good, Steve. Well done. You made a new word. You are a fool. Okay. Recycle it. I'm thinking about that actually. I've got other uses for it. But then we've got those. But then what I could do is, for now, no, I don't want that. Get out of here. Chases it off like a dog at the end of a movie where the dog has killed a sheep. Look, I'm from New Zealand, okay? We've got to assume most movies involve a sheep somewhere along the line. It's not actually true, but it'd be hilarious if it was. Okay. And then we slot it into there. Oh my god, it feels so good. Look at that. Look at that. Look not away. In fact, look at that. Okay. Oh, that's good stuff. Okay. So now we're all visibly excited. Not in a weird way. Don't get creepy about it, people. We then assemble. Let's there we go. And we assemble it to be where's the assembler? 7. There we go. We get 2 cubes and we make them long. right? Then at that point, I need to really have a plan for what to do when we have infinite things. Nope, not like that. Like that. And then we cut it again. We rotate. No, we rotate. No, we rotate. Yes. Then we assemble. Avengers. We assemble the Avengers. We go rotate. Rotate as far as it can go. And then assemble. Only problem is I don't think we're making enough of these. Which is a fairly sizable... The only problem is the biggest problem you can imagine. And now it's happy? Yes! New module created, exclamation mark. Which, due to the font, it does not look like an exclamation mark. But that's okay. Here's where I really wish I had an overflow splitter. That is actually really desperately required for what I'm doing here. Okay. Get rid of these trees. Then I want copy. I do want to destroy these for now. Copy. Place. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I said don't worry about it. You're worrying about it. I said don't worry about it. Okay. Okay. Then I am worried about it again. I hate this design, and yet we proceed. It's not entirely wrong, but it is wrong to the point that it's not good. The only way I can fix it, I imagine, is to move that a little bit further across. That way we can do that. We can do that. That way we can skip that one. Are you happy so far? You appear to be happy. Probably need to make more of these as well, which I probably haven't given myself enough room for. Let's just give ourselves a little bit extra room. You know what they say, ain't nothing going wrong with a little bit extra room. Put that there. Split that there. Put that there. Do a little copy. Little copy paste action. We all love it. We all know it. There we go. And in it goes. Great. Now the problem is we're not making enough of these. Probably not making enough of these either. Oh no. It's looking alright. If we go into efficiency. If that's, hang on. If that's working 100% efficiently, that means, ironically, that's bad. You'd think 100% efficiency was a good thing, but it's actually not. It means factory is trying to do too much. Good news is that means these should be done very, very soon. It does look like it. We've done very well for ourselves. Okay. So we need harvester drones. We do need harvester drones. I think we're going to put those over here. And then we link. Yeah, okay, sorry, I don't want to link it again. I just want to see what we've got. We need advanced cores. Ah, that's going to be a problem. That's what I thought. Advanced cores? Kind of a bit of a shortage. Okay. So, can we advance core harder than we've ever harded before? Blue cubes do not seem to be the problem. That's a nice start to any conversation piece. Problem appears to be these 2x2x8s. Which is funny because a 2x2x8 is actually really simple to build. So where is the problem there? The problem is just... Yeah, you know what? I like the day-night cycle, but can we just be daytime all the time, please? It's very cool aesthetically, but I'm just sick of not being able to see the difference between white and blue. Can we move these up a notch? You're not doing anything, which is fine by me. Because what I would like to do is maybe do it again somehow. Can I upgrade the building? I believe it requires blue dachshunds, which we do not have yet. It is what we're working towards. And actually, we will start having them because that's what we're building. But I'd still rather have more coming through. Where are my big cubes? Where my big boys are? Yeah, look at that. Big boy. Big boy. What we need to make more big boys is move that, copy that, rotate that? No, rotate that. Let's also rotate that in a way that makes logical sense, because right now it's stupid. And I would like to get some more cubes in there. You know what? The thing is, I've found about any factory management game of any sort, if you ever aren't increasing your mining, you're probably not doing it right. I lately picked up Mindustry again. I was never a big fan of it before, and I was just like, and I played it for a little bit and just stopped. Lately, I was like, when I was on holiday, I watched like someone playing it, and I was like, you know what? I know what I was doing wrong now. I know why I didn't like the game. I wasn't constantly building. Now I know that. Now I know how to play those sorts of games. Because it's been years, mate. Now I know how to play those sorts of games with like reckless abandon of building. And I've been having a lot more fun with it. To the point that almost it's easy at the moment in the earlier levels. Like when I first played Mindustry, it was... Let's have a look. I'm only really going to know by the achievements, right? Because that's how you know things. Mindustry. Let's see. The first achievements I unlocked were November 2021. So I would have been doing C block on stream at the time. Maybe even starting space exploration. I've got no excuse for being bad, because clearly I'd played a lot of Factorio by that time. But anyway, lessons learned, I suppose. Okay, we've got blue processors. Now, if we have blue processors, that means we can make data centers. Choose recipe. Oh, do I need to... I need a tech tree? Oh god, I still need a whole bunch of data shards. My data shard production is so low. Oh no. It needs grey data shards and blue processors for their production. Okay. I thought I could get away with having my crappy science, but turns out crappy science ain't gonna cut it. We need more processors. We need a lot more processors. Okay. Here is my plan. This island here. This is going to be making a lot of grey data shards. I need them. I don't care. If me up, I suppose. I mean, really, these trees. I do not care for the aesthetics of these trees. If I wanted aesthetics, I'd play a game like... Is there games that have aesthetics? The moment where Steve gives up his joke, just like, there's no games. There's no games where aesthetics are important. Never have I seen a game where aesthetics were ever even like vaguely important. Okay. This is going to kind of suck, but that's alright. Kind of sucking is what I do best. Not going to be my tagline, I think. I don't think kind of sucking is what I do best is my new tagline. I mean, it would fit, but it's not the point. The point is no. Absolutely not. It doesn't matter whether it's true. Just straight up not happening. Okay. Furnace, move to the side. I said move to the side. Copy. Make it happen. I'm probably not keeping it there. How did we do it before? Can we at least sort of... It's funny, I only played this game for a short time and already I'm like, there's so many things that I could have done better. It's the... No, not that one. I need the basic cores as well, don't I? Ah, hell. Basic cores are easy. But I do need them. Did I have 2 basic cores going? I did. Can I bring them over? I don't think this is going to work the way I want to do. Can I link from this far away? I know, I get that it's serviced, but what if it was unserviced? No way in hell this is going to work or be acceptable. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. Well, if I had... Oh, no, I don't have the expansion permits. If I had 2 expansion permits, I'd go build bye-bye, and then we'd be up there. But I'm sorry, babe. This is some lie. Bye. I have become a fool in this game for 2. Dang. So for the good news, I am building basic processors. Let's focus on the good for a moment, shall we? Oh, what about freighters? Hang on. Freighters exist. Can I build freighters yet? They require rank 8. So no, we cannot build freighters yet. That's okay. We kind of not too surprised by that. I think if we speed up the assemblers and the cutters, like sure we're spending the grey data dashhounds, but I think this is all going to be for a good thing. Yeah, we need so many data shards anyway. So it's something that we've really kind of underdone. So this is where I think experience in the game you would do like way better the second run through. That's okay. So we know we're close to. Oh, actually, close to getting another 14. Okay, well, actually, we were about to get 3 new expansion permits. Then maybe we'll be okay. Let's just assume we'll be okay and move on with our lives, shall we? How quickly I abandon the real problem. Pinwall. Okay, great. Now, the good news is what we have done is we've got better assemblers than we've ever had before. So, that will speed this part up significantly. And you know it's good because I really stress the word significantly. If we do that, no, 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 cut. So that's going to be putting out some number, 60 per minute, which is speed of a belt. Okay. Then we wish to color 2 of those with a monotoner. Then we want to cut them again. Oh, I want to talk about something actually. So Panda and I played some Slay the Spire 2 today. Because we've been meaning to do that. We bought the Panda's got a new computer. We're playing Slay the Spire 2 multiplayer. Because we've been wanting to do that since like we heard that it was 2-player. My wife is a big fan of Slay the Spire 1. She plays the Silent. That's all she plays because that's how she likes the game. So we played Slay the Spire 2 today. It's good. It's a good game. We're enjoying a 2-player. I don't think anyone's too surprised by that. It's a good game. But yeah, we're really enjoying it. So we're a little bit annoyed that we didn't get the characters unlocked to begin with, but I guess that sort of makes sense on hindsight. So just 2 ironclads just really just being a right pain in the dungeon was kind of funny. I may have used the phrase, we're bullying the nerds. Because we really were. But now Panda's unlocked the her beloved Silence, so you know she's gonna unlock all the characters first. She's gonna see how she feels about them, but we'll see. Move that to be that way. It's not going to color them, which is good. I don't really want them colored. Oh boy, there's phrasing, mate. Phrasing. You know, there's a better way to do this. Is there though? Nah, that's probably fine. There is a better way to do it. I'm just not going to do it that way. Put that there. We put that there. And finally, we put that there-ish. Make sure that's correct. Looks good to me, Chief. Okay. We are going to build these processing plants. We're going to build as much as we can bloody build. I'm going to do 2 cranes because you try and stop a man who wants to build 2 cranes, you cannot. Okay. That feels better than the original. Probably because I've got a lot better knowledge of the game now. So let's unpin that one. Oh shoot, did I unpin the wrong one? No, I unpinned the right one. See, that feels nice. Then we need to make this one, which, man, most of my islands being taken up on making Mark 1 stuff again. It's ridiculous. I would like to just auto upgrade this. I see no reason why we should lowball it. If we take... How did we do this before? I feel like we were trying to be clever before as well. I think I'm always trying to be clever, and that's my downfall. Those are those. How to make the chairs. We had 2x2s. That makes sense.
Delivery target completed.
Rank up. Nice, 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 nice. Next one's going to give me 1 expansion permit. That's... yeah, it is what it is. So we had walls. Okay, paint the walls. Okay. There's a few ways to do this. So we're going to split. We monotone. We're going to do the back first. But it's just, again, easier to... And at that point, that's done. I don't think I need to do it that way. I think that's probably enough. But if we need to, we can do it the other way. Then we're going to do some cuts, I think. More cuts. Get it like that. Then we rotate, 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 split. Do some more cuts. Every time I'm saying more cuts, I want you to know that I'm being a very good person. Because there's a joke I want to make and I shouldn't make it and I'm not gonna. No. I want you to acknowledge me being a good person. I don't think it's not long enough, is it? Not long enough. You dingus egg. Got to do an assembler. Reset, reset, reset. There we go. There we go. Forgot I had to make it long. Rotate. No. Yes. And then we monotone one. We assemble again. I kind of feel bad about turning off like the really cool graphics. Like the day-night cycle was really nice, but it's just like the number of times I'm like, I can't see anything. And then symbol. I like the 30. The 30 is a good speed. There we go. We don't make enough of these yet, but that will be changing very soon. Do not fret. If I see anyone fretting even a little bit, you will have hell rain down upon you. Purchase. Yes, I don't care. Hope that was the right one. The more I look, the more anxious I become. Oh wait, I don't need that one. I just need this one. I don't need this little island. Hell yeah. Get stuffed, little island. Okay. All overly aggressive there, but hey, you know what? SeiferKatt, overly aggressive. That's who I am. I don't think that is who I am, actually. I don't think anyone's ever said SeiferKatt is overly aggressive. Maybe they should. I don't like what I've done here. I don't like who I've become. I love who I've become. What am I kidding? The long conveyor belt. SeiferKatt loves long conveyor belts. Such a waste. Okay. Next step, we need to make more of these chairs. I thought that was always going to be the case, but... Can we just sort of copy that? Split that. Put that into there. Is everything working at max efficiency? That is... means... Ironically enough, green means it's the bottleneck. Doesn't feel like that's what it should mean, but green does mean it's the bottleneck. Like yellow means everything's sort of... There's a color, it's like this bright yellow of the 3, which is probably where you want to be. 2 means... Like, 0 means you've got a problem. 1 means, yeah, you probably held off on something else. 3, that's a good place. You want to be at a 3. Anyway, do we have my... Here they come. Here they come. I love the fact that they have their things returning. That's really cute. That is a cool graphic choice to make sure that when the things come, like, are done, they empty out and come back. Because it's like, it just makes a lot of sense. The game's very pretty. I'll give it that. Okay, so it's going to go straight to level 3 because no reason why it shouldn't. And then we're going to... We require more grey data things no matter how you swing it. So I'm going to harvest a pad. I think that's going to link properly. Because I need more grey data cards anyway. Like, that's a problem that's not going like to stop at this point. You need more dash hounds. We've reached production level 3. Nice. And look who's here. It's the boys. Okay, and they keep sending them back every time. So we've got like a steady stream of science coming through. 12 each. That's not how you do this. You need to make the data centers like this. Nope, that's not how you do it either. Nope. Get it right in a moment. Here we go. And then we got to set a recipe, which is grey data shards. Good job. Grey data shards. There we go. We almost did that wrong. But almost. The important part of almost is we didn't do it wrong. Okay, so that's putting through research faster than ever before, which is nice. The downside is we're still not going fast enough, if you can believe that. So we're going to go faster. We're going to shift that across a little bit more. There we go. There we go. There we go. Love it. That's what you want to see. What I actually want to see is these ray processes running out, oddly enough. But, I mean, science... We should have done this with science a long time ago, but I feel like that's not the first time I've said that sort of thing about anything in my life. Oh, hey. It just sort of stuck there because we need our blue modules? What's wrong with our blue modules? Oh. Actually, no. Question remains. Are we just a bit slow? Specifically with building, not mentally. But... I mean... Whatever works, right? Are we just a bit slow? Yeah. Sometimes. Add a couple of cranes. I think that's going to make a huge difference. Wait. Floors and production level are two separate things. They were linked in white buildings, but not linked in blue. Interesting. I don't know what that possibly means. That's got to auto upgrade when we get around to it. I know that. Oh, the cranes have efficiency. Didn't know. I am a little worried we could run out of these things. And I'm almost worried that's exactly what's happened. We have run out of basic core. Basic cores are actually really easy to build. It wouldn't be... What if we went tech tree and increased the... Okay, well, we don't have the science for that right now. What if we built another one of these? Just asking for a friend. And then we had some... These long boys, these... Ugh. They're not difficult to exist. Oh, actually, hang on. Hold up. Are we done with this? Yeah, we're done with this module challenge. So we don't need... Oh, hang on. Hold up. Here we go. That's a... If we split this, right, and then just gave it to an assembler, or if we were feeling a bit cheeky, two assemblers, which I always like feel a bit cheeky, you know? I think that's kind of who I am as a person and as a streamer. Just a bit cheeky sometimes. just sort of do that. Get a couple of cranes. I think that's going to result in some very interesting things. Because a lot of what these cubes are used for, the A-frames aren't needed anymore, so we can actually ditch all of that. I'm just destroying things until something's relevant, and turns out nothing's ever relevant. Okay. So at that point, yeah, all that's gone. That's fine. And unpin that. We still have one extra expansion permit, by the way, which is... And then I would like to... Nope, add crane. Such a lone and lonesome road. Any production graphs? I don't know if there's any production graphs. We're only like some of the way through this. Game's decent sized. Science is going to slow down until we get the processes back online. But I have a funny feeling with this extra one. Once it's complete, which won't be too long, I feel. That's going to be level 2, and it's going to level 3 now, which shouldn't take too long. I wonder. Sometimes I like to look at Steam and see if Panda is playing Spy. She was talking about it. Look, it's okay to spy on my wife, seeing if she's playing video games. She is. Wait, what? Being Slay Spy 2. Now I'm actually going to go spy on her. I'm back in a sec. Now I'm confused. She's cheating on me. She is playing Slay Spire 2. She's like, I'm not cheating on you. I'm not playing the new character. I'm like, I thought we were learning this together, but... Guess not. Oh my, you are me. We must be long lost brothers. Why are we long lost brothers? Hello. I'm not sure. Oh, there's twin brothers at that. Why are you me? I always like to know why I'm someone else. Or why I have apparently a twin. That's always a good thing to know as well. Okay, so that you're looking at Twitch in the bathroom and you looked into the mirror instead of the screen. It's a classic mistake. I often look at the mirror and think it's a computer screen. These days, it's not actually too far from the truth. Everything is a computer screen these days, right? So some random computer wants me to build the Grey Nexus, and they're like, "Hey, you need so much stuff for that." And I'm apparently just like, "Okay, that's cool, whatever, man." Okay, so there's a limit to how many islands there are. Really, that's hopefully your mirror isn't a computer screen. Every mirror is a computer screen. See, I assumed they went further out, but they don't. Although I guess at some point I don't need to make robots. How do I like the game? I like it. It's good. Have I played Factorio? Yes, I am primarily a Factorio streamer. 3,000 hours of Factorio, currently playing Pyanodons. So yeah, no, I play a lot of Factorio. But yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it. How does the game compare? It's not Factorio. Factorio is very much the gold standard for sort of thing. This is more, as someone said, a puzzle game. It's very much Shapes.io. It's some people say Dyson Sphere Project. I haven't played that, so I don't know on that one. And the other comparison was, I say a little bit of Space King with the building of things. I don't know if that necessarily holds up now that I've done a little bit more, but I still like going into the machine and actually saying how exactly it's making things. So, yeah. I feel like these experience points are just not really worth the hassle. Although, you know what would be good? Having these blue data things. That would actually be really helpful. Is there one that would be kind of more fun than others? That looks like a pain in the butt to make, but at the same time kind of fun. You may set your Factorio addiction aside. Why would you do such a horrible thing? What did Factorio ever do to you? I mean, aside from ruining your life, which is, you know, a classic thing that Factorio does, just for a lark, just for a laugh. I played a little bit. Played a little bit. I wouldn't say I played a lot. He's like, what actually? What are these? Solitaires. Hang on. What are you guys? Oh, they must be for the yellow dyes. Well, hello there. How exciting to see you. I think it's only 3,000 hours. I mean, the point we say only 3,000 hours, I mean, maybe, you know, you have a problem. It's only 3,000 hours. You say, do you people say cheers in New Zealand? I do quite a lot, actually, yeah. It started a lot more since I've become a dad. Um, yeah, I love to give friendly cheers. My wife is like, why do you say cheers now? I'm like, you know what? It just seems like the right thing to do. Cheers, mate. Yeah, it's just the sort of thing you'd say. Just casual cheers, mate. And if there's anything wrong with that, I don't want to be right. More miners. Fatherhood has its own responsibilities. Some of the responsibilities is you got to go into dad language, which is to say, cheers, mate, to some random person who gave you like a hot chocolate. I can't drink coffee, so it's hot chocky. You got to say cheers, mate, because otherwise, how will your son ever respect you? I don't know if that conclusion is necessarily the right place, but oh wow, I did it perfectly. Look at that. SeiferKatt does it perfectly again. We are all surprised when that shit happens. So I'm making a checkerboard right now because I want to. Step one of making a checkerboard, I think, is start cutting things up. If I cut that up, trying a new thing. Rotate, flip, cut. Yep. X, there we go. Okay, and then we go split, split. That is way too close. That's not going to work. Got to give everything a little bit of space. That feels like it's going to be better. I really like the word. It's a great way of making a kind of dry YouTube comment more friendly. I mean, I just like casual cheers. Okay. Is this the way to do this? Probably not. But I'm gonna. Okay. Now, immediately what I've recognized is I should have made half of these black. Which can do if we just go back a little bit and just shift this back. We can monotone it. Brilliant. And then we just have to get rid of... Just destroy everything. It's fine. Whatever. Did I enjoy Satisfactory? You know what? Funnily enough, I did not. I didn't really particularly like the 3D nature of it. I mean, it's a completely valid question. I didn't like the 3D-ness of it, and it just sort of broke me. Although, that being said, I'm not the same person who played it many moons ago, so maybe I'd enjoy it again. I mean, I'm turning out that I liked Mindustry, and I didn't like it before, so who knows, maybe I do like it now. The game isn't the same. Well, no, it's not. That is also true. Beep, beep, beep goes the alarm. I want to finish this. So if you do that, and then you do it one more time. This is such a terrible way to do it. Did you like Shapes.io? That's probably a good. I mean, there's a demo. Check out the demo. Why are you confused? Expecting a different module. Don't expect that mod. There's a demo. All be thankful that the video games these days, so many games have demos. We've come out of the world of darkness where no games have demos into the world of light where all games have demos, apparently. Is that the most efficient way of doing this? No, but it does the job. Does it do the job? On fit, you bastard. Hey, it fits.
New module.
Yes! It's cleared for landing. It sticks the landing. I don't know if I necessarily agree with doing it this way, but you know what? Don't care. Just get it done. I mean, it's making them, right? It's not efficient, but it's working. Could I make it more efficient? Sure, but I don't really need them. I'd be really intrigued to see what a speed run of this game looks like with 100% completion. I don't know why I think about speed runs, but I just like go, man, I'm struggling. I want to see someone just rip this apart. I want someone to bully it. Oh. I don't know if that helps me yet. It would not help me. Yes. Upgrade. It takes grey science, but quite frankly, grey science is fine. Where was my other blue sciencey things? I've gotten confused. I've spun them. Bloody humans. Let's remember that we don't like them. They have farms, cowards. Only cowards have farms. Too afraid to starve to death. The cowards. I don't know why I've just decided to take the approach of just an AI that just hates humanity, but also this seems the right thing to do, you know? Oh, it's already upgraded. Nice. So we get more advanced cores now. That's good. All working at 100% efficiency. Nice. How's Big Cube going? That's not Big Cube. Where's Big Cube? Big Cube is here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Blue Cube is coming out pretty well. Anyway, unfortunately, this is where I'm going to call it for the night. Because it is Betty Byers time. If I'm going to say it in a childish way, which I always will. It is time for SeiferKatt to sleep. I don't know why I'm saying SeiferKatt lately. It's not my name. We got 150 experience points. Next rank point is a little while away. How many more sessions of this do we have? We only have one more session of this. Oh, that's a shame. I'll next time try to pick it so we get more sessions of the next game. Which, by the way, I'm not going to talk too much about, but we've got the next game lined up for May. Oh, and I'm excited about it. But I can't talk about it right now. We're not talking about it until later. But the May game has been decided. I haven't even redeemed it, so that way no one can guess what it is. But I'll have a different cat avatar for it. One that you've never actually seen. That's exciting. Alright, well I think now's a good time to call it. Overwrite, please. Go. Thank you very much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you are new here, please do consider following. It's the best way for you to come back. And, you know, I appreciate it too. Number go up, right? I will next be streaming this game, Modulus, next Saturday, same time, same place. But if you're here on Monday or Thursday, I'll be there doing Factorio, playing Pianodons. If you're not familiar with Pianodons, it's the most painful Factorio mod. So, woo! Painful, long. So, you know, be here for that. We will only be doing one more stream of Modulus before we go into Maze Game. So I'll see you there for that. YouTube.com/SeiferKatt. Actually, let's put the socials on screen for you because, hey, look, follow me, yo. YouTube.com/SeiferKatt. That is where VODs go. This VOD will be going up tomorrow. Factorio VODs will be going up when Factorio VODs go up. Discord is where you can find me outside my regular streaming time. If you need to find me, chat with me, or just show me a cool picture of a cat, that's where you can go. And if you're on YouTube, twitch.tv/SeiferKatt. That's where you find me live. Beyond that, I am done. Thank you very much. God, my arm looks so small in that angle. Which arm? This arm. What's up with this arm? Tiny arm. This is a guy who skips arm day. He skips leg day. He skips cardio day. Is there a day he does not skip? He doesn't skip food day, I'll tell you that. Oh, you know what? No one talked about my shirt today. I want to talk about my shirt real quick. So this is my shirt. If you're a D&D player, you recognize what's going on. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but my neighbor saw this shirt and she was like, "Oh, cool octopus, Seif." Cool octopus? Cool octopus. Now, obviously not a D&D nerd, but I was still like, oh, don't get nerd sniped by this. And I didn't. I didn't get nerd sniped. I was like, yeah, close enough. My wife was so proud of me. Anyway, that's your last story of the night. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for spending your time checking this out. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone. Sleep well, being around to it. Goodbye.